Trump's immigration crackdown leaves some families weighing the risk of sending their kids to school. As President Donald Trump cracks down on immigrants in the U.S. illegally, some families are wondering if it is safe to send their children to school. You know, can I just say that I'm tired of pretending that these Republicans are operating on the same playing field as Democrats. They really aren't. They're not. Because if you just think about it for just a second, you realize that Democrats appear to be pushing for basic inalienable rights and upholding that everybody gets a fair shot. Meanwhile, you have Republicans that want to take brown people and trans people and put them in a blender. What exactly? How can I say that we're like, oh, let's hear the other side on this? No, man, you suck. So we have here 22 states sue to stop Trump's order blocking birthright citizenship. 22 states suing on Tuesday to block President Trump's move to end a century-old immigration practice known as birthright citizenship that guarantees U.S.-born children are citizens regardless of their parents' status. So let me just get this straight, right? You're going to take the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution, which says the following, that no state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities as citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of the law, nor deny any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. We're going to take that whole idea and we're just going to throw it in the garbage. Forget that, guys. I think what we want to do is that people who are illegal or have questionable citizenship status, that if they're born in the United States, you don't get citizenship, right? I'm curious, right? My parents showed up here on green cards. Would I, under Trump's presidency, right? This is day freaking 1, by the way, where he wants to revoke the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. And we've got 18 states that are trying to push against it, and yet for some reason I have all of these Republicans pretending that everything's okay. These people are idiots. They're idiots. They're idiots. I don't know what else to say. Like, either they're trolls or they're idiots. They find this entirely funny. I swear, as soon as something affects them, they're going to come screaming and they're going to be so upset. But yet, like, I'm sitting here bringing up these alarm bells and I'm watching all these freaking right-wing chuds all over the internet, and they're like swarming my YouTube channel. They're swarming on Twitter, and they're swarming everything that's even remotely liberal. It's like, God forbid if you actually argue for human rights, because, like, screw you. All we want to do is take brown and trans people and put them in a blender.
You know, there are elections that come and go. Some elections are, you know, important, some are not. But this one this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you.
So here's what the Republicans told me, right? It was a Roman salute. He's actually just really autistic and doesn't know what he is doing. He meant to hold his heart out to Americans twice. And also, he's incredibly nervous and not a public speaker. Now, I'm not saying that what he did was 100% a Nazi salute, but the level of apologetics that I'm getting out of this is just insane. Could you imagine if we saw an actual Nazi, if an actual Nazi did that salute, whether or not that a person would go, well, that wasn't a Nazi salute. That was a Roman salute. And look, libs of TikTok showed me a bunch of Democrats doing the Nazi salute.
Thank you, America. God bless you. God bless these United States.
Does he mean he wants to take us back before Roe v. Wade was enacted? Because we're not going back. We're not going back.
These Republicans, they're posting still pictures of Democrats holding their hand out like this, waving, and they get one freaking frame in, and they're like, look, it's a Nazi salute. Look, why did the Democrats freak out about that? Because they didn't do a freaking Nazi salute, you idiot. Why do I pretend that Republicans are on the same playing field? They're not. Stop pretending that Republicans are actually genuine people. They're just trolls or they're an idiot. Why am I wasting my time? Oh my God. Here's what the Republicans want when it comes to your elementary schools regarding Juan and Juanita that are sitting there in like first grade class.
FBI, open up!
As of this recording, I'm in day 2. This is day 2 of the Trump presidency, and it's already a freaking nightmare. You know what I think the problem is? I think this is a result of eroding away at our educational system for decades. We have standardized towards testing focus, as in teaching to the test, as opposed to fostering critical thinking and problem-solving skills. We have eroded away at resources, considering that the fact that schools currently have fewer resources than ever before. We have been having issues regarding that there was no child left behind, often resulting in pushing students through the system even when they haven't even fully grasped the material, which has caused a entire lack of foundational knowledge. There's the fact that we have decided to underfund the education system, and Trump wants to close the Department of Education. Oh, good. Let's make people dumber. Yeah.
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated.
Let me get this straight. We currently have right here in the United States, the amount of people that believe global warming is real is the same percentage of people that believe angels are real. I've brought this up to Republicans and they're like, of course you don't think angels are real. You're an atheist. No, bro, you're an idiot. Right? You lack basic critical thinking skills. We've been eroding away at our education for a really, really long time. And so here we are today, 2025. We have basically elected one of the dumbest people ever as president. And so here we are watching this moron elect moron policies that is only going to make things worse for pretty much every single American. But hey, maybe eggs will be cheaper. Holy crap. Trump speaks at a 4th grade level lowest of the last 15 U.S. presidents, a new analysis finds. Here's the presidential vocabulary grade by level at the Flish-Kincaid grade level. You know, at some level, these Republicans, they can kind of feel like, oh well, he talks like me. Now that Kamala Harris lady, she don't, I don't understand a word she's saying. She's just rambling. But I get Trump. Yo, we're so screwed. It's not even funny. Day 2, we're revoking the 14th Amendment of the United States. Thank goodness we have some states that can actually try to challenge it legally, but I feel like this shouldn't be happening. Day 2. Yeah, party of law and order. Let's target some DEI staffers and pardon some January 6th rioters. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Guys, it was peaceful. It was so peaceful. It was a really peaceful riot. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Hey, let's pardon them. Yeah. Republicans, we're not on an even playing field. You're just not, right? I'm on the side of like, hey, let's do common decency and being like a regular person, and let's like ensure that we have like law and order and that things like work and that we establish human rights. And you're just like, yeah, let's go ahead and free the freaking, what is it, QAnon shaman?
President Trump, in his first hours of office, announced hundreds of pardons, and several of those charged for their roles in the January 6th Capitol riots, including the first round of pardons, which had Jacob Chansley of Phoenix, also known as a QAnon shaman. Chansley made the announcement on his X account, thanking President Trump. Chansley served 41 months in federal prison.
We're now already halfway through day 3. And I'm already seeing more crazy crap. I mean, we signed like over 80 executive orders, and many of them are horrendous. They're nightmares. I could just imagine what these conversations are like. All right, hey, sign here, Mr. Trump. Yeah, you know, that Project 2025 thing. Yeah, I mean, these are we kind of wrote all of these bills. Can you just sign here right there? What does this bill do? What does it do? Oh, that one puts trans people in a blender, sir. Oh, okay, I guess I'll sign that. I don't even think Republicans can even argue on basis of the economy. I mean, that's the number one reason why Trump even got elected in the first place. Trump delivers fresh tariff threats against EU and China. U.S. President Donald Trump on Tuesday vowed to hit European Union with tariffs and said his administration was discussing a 10% punitive duty on Chinese imports because fentanyl is being sent from China to the U.S. via Mexico and Canada. If I recall, in my Economics 101 lesson, I have never seen a situation where a tariff has resulted in a better economy. In fact, every single economist says that it would result in a worse off economy. How dumb are Republicans? I mean, seriously, like they honestly think that by implementing a 10 or 25% tariff, that all of a sudden the jobs are coming roaring back. All right, I got news for you, bro. The jobs, the manufacturing jobs that you want, they're not coming back. Let me explain how that works. You've got workers that are making $12 a day in China, and we have multinational corporations that are paying workers $12 a day, right? And so let's say, for example, you have a 10 or 25% tariff on your trading partner, then what ends up happening is that the corporations look at how much money that they're saving for the $12 a day thing, and then they see that amount of money, and then that's going to get passed off to the consumer because, let's be honest, the corporation isn't going to be the one fronting that money, is it? And then, after everything is said and done, guess what? They're still paying that guy $12 a day because there's no way they're going to pay somebody $15 an hour plus all of the human rights stuff that they require in the United States. The jobs aren't coming back with or without tariffs. And with the tariffs, you're just going to see more expensive costing products. That's the end of the day. Oh, these fucking idiots. They're so fucking stupid. They're so fucking dumb. They're so dumb. They're so dumb, dude.
Some people are really fucking stupid. Did you ever notice that? How many really stupid people you run into during the day?
I can't be the only one, right? I can't be the only one. There's no way. There's no way that I'm the only one that thinks this way. I just see how many freaking idiots that are just arguing for the dumbest stuff ever, and we're just watching these morons run the show. These smug pilots have lost touch with regular passengers like us. Who thinks I should fly the plane? It really feels like that, doesn't it? I mean, if you really think about it, right? We had like a guy who's been like in politics for over 40 years of their entire life. And then we're going to compare that to a person who basically, he didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his mouth. He grew up with 1,000 silver spoons in his mouth thanks to his dad. And we're going to take a guy who managed to take one of the most profitable institutions available, a casino, and actually managed to bankrupt it. Bro, you are mathematically determined to make money. This guy bought the Taj Mahal in Atlanta and lost it. He literally bankrupted a freaking casino, and you want him to run the freaking country? I'm sitting here with these moron Republicans, and I'm in the same roller coaster as them, and they're just like, you're Kamala lost. Donald Trump won. Watch what'll happen if the economy gets better. And I'm just sitting there and I'm looking at him like with a glazed over face, and I'm sitting here in the same freaking ride that he's on, and I'm like, well, I guess we go down together. I guess we're both screwed, aren't we? If you like what I do, subscribe. Consider subscribing. I'm a brand new YouTuber. Are you tired of all the stupid Republican nonsense on your social media? I am. I'm very tired of it. I would like to hear more people who actually know what the hell they're talking about, as opposed to these morons day in and day out doing the same xenophobic nonsense and just being a horrible person and wanting to revoke basic human rights, right? If you agree with human decency, and I guarantee you got to be out there. I can't just be the only one, right? There's got to be other people that are just like, yeah, you know what? I actually agree with human decency too. So if you agree with the human decency and taking our country back to sanity, then subscribe. Thank you.